Hey, welcome back, guys. So today on this video, we are talking about tired landlords and PropStream. And more specifically, I'm going to quickly answer a question I keep getting a lot on one of my other videos, and that is, how do you find tired landlord lists on PropStream? So let's go ahead and talk about this. First off, guys, real quick video, not too much to talk about, so be sure to stick around to the end of the video. But why would you want to find a tired landlord list on PropStream anyways? Well, that's pretty easy. Maybe you're a local investor and you're looking to meet other investors that are landlord, or maybe you're just looking to acquire a few extra properties. Whatever the case is, it's a pretty easy process. It's all handled here in your PropStream account. Check my video description. I'll try to leave all the written instructions there as well. But I already logged into my PropStream account. One thing I want to let you know is that there's a lot of different ways you can pull tired landlord lists on PropStream. But today I'm going to show you how I normally look for tired landlords and the different parameters that I look for. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go ahead and choose your area. So this is really going to depend on the population in your area. So if you're working in, let's say, California, it's a pretty populated area. So if you put in a county, it's just going to pull up too many properties. So you have to drill it down to like a zip code or maybe a neighborhood. However, if you're in an area, let's say in the Midwest, where the population is really sporadic, you might need to pull a county or multiple counties in order to have a significant size list that's going to be sufficient for you to market to. So for the purpose of this video, I'm going to go ahead and just put in a zip code. Okay, guys, so I pulled up a zip code in California, 90815. And as you can see that there's about 12,700 properties in this particular area. So that's going to be commercial properties. It's going to be residential properties. So we need to narrow this down a little bit and look for tired landlords. So the first thing I'll do is I'll click here on filter, this turquoise button right here. Okay, so the nice thing about PropStream is you actually have two different ways you can find tired landlord. They have a quick list, and then you can also filter out yourself. So the first thing I'm going to show you is this quick list, and you click right here, and here they do have a button here called tired landlords. All right, so it's entered in. Okay, so of those properties in Long Beach, 90815, there's 1,800 properties that PropStream has identified as they would consider tired landlord. And for PropStream, they consider tired landlords that have owned a property for more than 15 years. So they're non-owner occupied and they've been owned for 15 years. So that's an easy, quick way to pull a list. But for me personally, I like to go ahead and click here on the filter. I'm going to close off the PropStream generated tired landlords list by closing there. And usually what I'm going to do to find tired landlords on PropStream is I'll click on owner occupied right here. I'm going to click no. And the next thing I will click always, anytime I'm looking for a list, I like to buy off market. So I'll click here on MLS. Here on market, I'll click no. And then down here on ownership info right here, I'll usually click on 10 years for tired landlord. Okay, so here in this section is kind of important as well, number of properties owned. In my experience, if you're looking to buy an off-market property, if they own a lot of different properties, they're seasoned investors, so maybe it's a little harder to get a good deal. So you might want to go ahead and put in 3 there is maximum owned properties. So we have a decent sized list now, 700 properties. But again, it really depends on what your goal is. So if we go back here to the filter and then we went back here to ownership info, remember here we put 3 as the maximum number of properties that these tired investors are owning. But maybe you're looking to connect with seasoned investors to maybe partner or maybe have a deal to sell. So maybe one will go ahead and put in here 10 minimum properties. So these are going to be larger investors in the area or maybe larger tired landlords. And if we click here, there's 139 properties that are associated with up to 10 minimum properties. And I'll click here on filter once again. Another filter that I normally will add in is right here, property characteristics, and right here, property types. So for me, I don't really work with commercial property. So if I'm looking to buy an off-market property, I'm looking for either usually a condo or a single family, sometimes multifamily up to 4 units right here. So we can go ahead and check those. And then that way I'm not seeing any commercial properties. So you can see that list has dropped down to 85. So let me click on filter once again. Okay, so let me go ahead and close this one out here. Number of properties owned, 10 or more. I'm going to close that one. And then I'm going to change that back to 3 maximum. Okay, so if maybe you want to screenshot this, but this is the list of features and functions and filters that I add when I'm looking for tired landlords on PropStream. So there you have it, guys. If you're looking for tired landlord lists on PropStream, that's the way that I find it. If you have a better list or a better filter that you use, be sure to leave a comment below. Let the rest of us know how you do it. Hopefully you found that video useful. If so, click thumbs up or maybe consider subscribing to my channel, and I hope to see you on the next video. Thanks again for watching.